Y'all, I am officially a fan of General Hospital. I am a fan, baby. It took a while to get here, but I'm here. I'm with y'all. General Hospital, let's go. And you know what did it? This custody battle between Michael and Willow. Oh my God, that was soap opera gold, baby. All the dirty laundry that was coming out in that courtroom, their lawyers were asking just the right messy questions. Oh, it was so good to watch. And I am so glad that Michael won sole custody of those kids. I am so glad. It is what Willow deserves. How dare you? Nah, man, Willow had an affair with her husband's uncle, and this is soap opera, so I'm not gonna hold that against her too much. But what really sent me over the edge is what happened with their son Wiley. So if you don't know, Willow and Michael were married and they were having this nasty divorce and custody battle because Willow cheated on her husband with his uncle, and now Willow is in a relationship with said uncle, Uncle Drew, right? So they're in this nasty custody fight, and at one point things had got better between Willow and Michael, and they were in talks about doing joint custody, which is in the best interest of the children. But old Uncle Drew didn't like that, so he tried to manipulate the oldest son Wiley into thinking that Michael didn't want his son anymore. That is crazy. That is a child. I don't do messing with children. I really don't. That pisses me off. And that Drew would try to manipulate a child into thinking his father no longer wanted him just so Willow could win a custody fight. That is sick. It's sick in the head, especially when everything was so close to being resolved. They could have did joint custody. That is in the best interest of these children. But Drew wanted Willow to win sole custody. And so to win, you wanted to destroy a son's love for his father, potentially. That is so sick. And Michael found this out. And Michael did the right thing. He went directly to Willow and said, hey, Drew, he tried to do some crazy shit with our son. He was getting our son's head, making my son think I didn't want him. And Willow immediately did not believe Michael, and that made me sick. That made me sick. I'm sorry, you were married to this man. You were married to this man. And I'm a new fan. I'm a new fan. I'm new to this. But my understanding is that Michael is one of the good guys in a soap, right? You know, everybody does bad shit in a soap. But he is as good as you can get in a soap opera, right? So you were married to this man for years, and you no longer believe him when he tells you that something happened. Like, I understand you're in love with old ass Drew for some reason. I understand. But you could at least investigate a little bit. No, you immediately dismiss Michael. Michael tells you that Drew did some fucked up shit with your son, and you're like, oh no, that couldn't happen. Either you're lying or our son misunderstood things. Like, you, and there was no further investigation. No further investigation at all. Like, that pissed me off so bad. At that point, I was like, Willow deserves to lose those children. And Michael even said it, like, remember this moment. This is the moment where you lost those kids. Because it was. Like, this is so sick. Like, what is wrong with you? You didn't even talk to your son, because before they went back to court and the judge issued the ruling, they had time to investigate this. Willow could have went to their son and been like, Wiley, tell me what happened. What did you hear? What did you hear Drew say? You could have done that. You could have went to Drew himself. Like, I don't remember, but Drew was talking to Willow's attorney, and I don't know if Michael knew that. I think Wiley told him. So Michael probably mentioned that to Willow too, like, hey, Drew and your attorney were talking. So that's another witness. And Rick, who's the attorney, he works for Willow. He can't lie to Willow about that. So Willow could have went to Rick and say, hey, did Drew say this shit? She didn't investigate nothing. Didn't ask her son, didn't ask Rick. Just, no, Drew would never lie. How dare you? No. No, if those were my children, I would never let those kids near Drew again. You are not going to try to manipulate my children to think that I don't want them. You will never see them again. You will never see him again. You need to dump Drew or you will never see him again. Like this, no. Michael better than me, man, because once I heard Wiley say what Uncle Drew said, I would have went oops upside Drew's head. Michael's better than me. And I know they were in a custody battle, so if he did that at that time, that might have, went the wrong way. But like, no. Or maybe it wouldn't have mattered, because as we recently found out, a third party paid off the judge to rule in Michael's favor. And I'm in agreement with a lot of other fans in saying that this shouldn't have happened. Michael's win was earned, okay? Everything, like the judge's rationale for how she ruled was spot on, okay? Michael deserved that win. It shouldn't be some evil third party manipulating things. No, the judge ruled correctly, regardless. So it kind of taints that because somebody did pay off the judge, but the judge was still right. So yeah, I'm really enjoying General Hospital, and it's pretty much replaced The Young and the Restless for me at this point. The Young and the Restless is It's so boring. I honestly do not know why The Young and the Restless is still on the air. Like, I'm not advocating for it to be canceled, but why is it still on the air? It is so boring. It's been consistently boring for like 5 straight years now. I haven't watched since Sharon and Phyllis were kidnapped. That was the last time I was watching Young and the Restless, is when they were kidnapped, and then we found out that what is it? Tracy's boyfriend was actually the evil twin that they thought died. Soap opera nonsense. But yeah, that was the last time that I was watching, and I don't really feel the need to return, not even for the new Kane Ashby. You're getting dazed in My Young and the Restless now. Like, even with that, I don't really feel the need to watch. It's just a bunch of boring business storylines, and the writers don't really know how to write business storylines. So it's just a mess. I have seen clips of Kane Ashby talking to Lily though, and yeah, I've seen a lot of people upset about the new casting of Kane because it's a younger actor than what the character of Kane should be. I'm more upset about the accent. Okay, he had he was from Australia, right? He had an Australian accent. Now the new Kane Ashby doesn't have that. And as far as I can tell on Twitter, none of the characters have mentioned the fact that Kane no longer has an Australian accent. That's weird. If you're gonna change it, at least have somebody mention, hey, you changed your accent, because people do that sometimes. But oh no, we're not gonna mention that. Like, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's weird. Keep it. So yeah, the only soap operas that are decent to me right now are General Hospital and Beyond the Gates. Beyond the Gates is pretty good right now, especially now that what's his name? Martin's like backstory with whatever crime they covered up for him. Now that's starting to come out. It's getting juicy, okay? And I'm starting to watch Days of Our Lives again, so that one's decent right now. I need to watch a little more. But yeah, the other CBS soaps, they can kick rocks. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't be hard-headed. Help a brother out. All right, y'all. Be blessed.